Well, our next guest is no stranger to Connecticut style. You might know her best by her inspirational story. She's made local and national news with her message. Her name is Kim Benson, and for years she battled with her weight before really learning how to conquer it once and for all. She's author of Finally Thin, and today she's here to share with us one of her favorite recipes. Kim, welcome back to the
Thanks,
show.
Sweetie.
Wow,
Great to be here.
Listen, we just saw a picture of you. I want to just go right to it. You used to be morbidly obese, you say.
350 pounds, very much so. It was horrible. I couldn't sit down. My stomach came to the end of my knees. I couldn't sit in chairs that had arms on them. It was a really hard, couldn't buckle up in a car.
How did you do it, Kim? How did it finally hit home that you had to take the weight off?
Well, I knew I had to, and the point was I always kept trying, and I kept trying, and I didn't give up. And everybody has to know that you can be that bad, you can be that big, and still get it. I joined Weight Watchers for my bajillionth time.
Aww.
And this time I did it differently. I planned things differently. That's why I wrote the book, to share what I did. But you can do it. Keep trying. Don't give up. You can do it and get to goal.
And that's how Finally Thin came about, right?
Right, exactly. I had so many people emailing me, asking me how I did it after the media got a hold of the story, that I had pretty much written the book 20,000 times, and then finally it was published. So.
And then one of the recipes, and you've just found creative ways to actually keep your diet healthy and fun.
Yes. Oh, it's got to be fun. You've got to be able to do it at the drive-thru. You've got to be able to do it at the restaurants, and you've got to be able to do it in the kitchen. And let's face it, many of us who struggle with food are quantity eaters.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what this is all about, being able to have volume for less fat and calories.
Okay,
You too?
Me too.
Oh, you look great.
I'm an all or nothing kind of a gal. Trust me.
So many of us are.
I've been on that journey. Now, I know this is one of the recipes that you love, and this is called a mock guacamole.
Yes.
What is that?
It's called mock guac. Do you like guacamole?
I love guacamole.
Oh, but
in my
I do
blood.
too. But this avocado is 250 calories and 23 grams of fat. Now, it's a monosaturated fat. It's a healthy fat.
Right, right.
But it's still high in fat and calories, very high. So if you're on a diet, you can have this much.
You can't have that much at all.
No, you cannot have very much. So what we've come up with is mock guac, and so we have a secret ingredient that's going to replace the avocado. It's still very healthy.
Okay.
It's right under there. You ready for the big reveal?
I feel like we should have like a
drum
drum
roll.
roll.
What it is?
You know what? I'm going to say it could maybe be cucumber or...
Nope. Ta-da! It's peas. You know, they have a very similar texture, they have a very similar flavor, and you're not going to be able to tell the difference, and you can have 120 calories, no fat, for the same 250 and 23 grams.
Make a believer out of me.
Come on, let's do it.
Okay, so what are our ingredients? What did you bring today, Kim?
I've got 2 cups of peas, and I've already pureed them in the blender.
Perfect.
Big thing, you got to get them dried out and pureed really fine.
Okay.
And now we're just going to throw in some ingredients. You're going to dump them in here. There's a teaspoon of garlic salt.
Okay, teaspoon of garlic
Yep.
salt.
Teaspoon of hot sauce.
Ooh, I love that. Okay.
Tablespoon of cumin. There's your secret. Oh, yum. You got to have the cumin. And a tablespoon of lime juice. And we are going to put in a little avocado for a little bit of fat. And that's
Is this all the avocado you're
it.
using?
3 tablespoons. And most guacamole, of course, is avocado. So you're going to put that in.
Are you looking at this? Look at that.
Just
Thank
a
you so
little
much,
tiny
Jose.
bit.
Unbelievable. Okay.
Put it in, and then we're going to put in 3 cloves of garlic.
I
And we're
love
just
garlic.
going to just in here and pulse it. Okay. Look at that.
And you can smell the flavors. I can smell the garlic and the hot sauce. Yes. Oh, it smells great. Oh, my gosh.
So you're going to puree it up really well, and then we're just going to mix in 3 more ingredients.
Okay.
And you can do it right in the bowl here, or
right.
you can do it in a separate bowl, but it's chopped tomatoes.
Chopped tomatoes?
Yep.
Should we put
There's
it in
a
that bowl,
medium.
or-
Sure, we can do that. Why
we
don't you
go.
put that in, and I'll add this. And then the sour cream is what lightens up the color. So you
And this is great if you're having your girlfriends over, or just even your family. Why? I mean, even if you've got kids and you're not really
Yep.
on a diet, what a great way to be healthy.
That's right. I took it to a Sunday school picnic. I didn't tell anybody, and everybody wanted my recipe, thinking it was just guacamole.
And you're like, 2 tablespoons of avocado.
Secret ingredient, I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
Okay, there.
I told them. Share the love. All the onion, put it
Okay,
in.
perfect.
And we're just going to fold it over. And then you want to be serving it with something light. So we're going to put the
what
sour
is
cream
this?
in. Cup and a half of fat-free sour cream.
Fat-free sour cream. Okay,
Yep.
perfect.
So you want to reduce your dairy.
I'll let you scrape that out of there if you
Okay.
can.
Yep. There we
Okay,
go.
Perfect. Okay.
And you can smell, it looks great, it smells great, and by the time we get it all mixed together, it's going to be really light. Now, peas are extremely high in fiber.
Okay.
They're almost fat-free. They're really high in vitamins K, C. They're a wonderful, healthy alternative to avocado.
And I think this is something that's honestly easy enough for anybody to make. I mean, for folks at home or at their office watching, this is fair.
This is really easy. I mean, if you're going to make guacamole from scratch, this is just as easy as any other way of doing it. And look at how quick.
And you know, I want to really mention too, if we can you have your website?
Yes.
And there you're developing different recipes, right? And this is one of them.
This is one of them. We just came up with this last summer. So we write 4 new recipes every week. A lot of it's about the food and lightening it up so you can have more for less.
Oh, we love you.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about these bagels because an interesting twist. No chips here.
No chips.
But what about these bagels?
Well, they're actually Kim's Light Bagels.
Aha.
They're 110 calories. They're high fiber, low fat, 1 Weight Watcher point, and they're sold in the fresh bread aisle of grocery stores around here. We've just toasted them up for a few minutes in the oven. A little bit of garlic salt.
And as I taste this, really quickly mention,
Yes.
if you can, about the fact that you say you map out your food a day before, right?
I don't care what diet you do. I don't care how much you have to lose or how great you are at dieting. You have to have a plan. So the trick for me this time was to write out my food for the day ahead of time. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. Get it all laid out. Have a roadmap. Make sure you've got your fruits, your dairy, everything in it. And then just check it off as you go. If you do, you're not going to run into surprises at the end. You're going to know what's coming next. Emotionally, physically. It's the best way to do it.
I love that. Now, Kim, we're going to be coming back and chatting with you at the end of the show for a little
Great.
chat time. We're taking viewer questions.
Great.
All right, so stick around for that. In the meantime, everyone, if you want to try this recipe for yourself, come to our website. The book, again, is called Finally Thin by Kim Benson. Kim, thank you so very much.
Thank you, sweetie.
All right, mwah. We're going to be back with her in just a little bit. In the meantime, everybody, we've got much more Connecticut Style coming up. Right after this, we're talking with Casey Family Services when Connecticut Style returns, so stick around.